Good morning, friends. This morning session is dedicated to class 12. All the students who are in class 12, those who are board examinees, as well as those who have just been promoted in class 12. There is a question from the poem "A Thing of Beauty" by John Keats. The question is a board question. Explain an endless fountain of immortal drink. Explain an endless fountain of immortal drink. Well, this line has been taken from the poem A Thing of Beauty, written by John Keats. In this poem, throughout the poem, the poet John Keats has emphasized upon the fact that a thing of beauty is an endless source of joy. It is an everlasting source of joy. Here in this line also, the poet John Keats wants to emphasize that the beauty is everlasting, as it creates an eternal joy in beholder. It is an endless fountain of joy that is poured from heaven on us. Yes, this is an immortal drink pouring down as a water of joy from the heaven. The poet says that the eternal joy is like a bliss of heaven on earth. The eternal joy that we derive from the beautiful things of nature is a bliss, is a bliss of God on earth. Further, the poet further says that these words are just to explain the nature of the pleasure and joy that is created when a beautiful object is seen by a beholder. Whenever we see a beautiful thing, the joy that we derive in perceiving those beautiful things is not ephemeral, it is not short lived, it is eternal, it is permanent. Whenever we see any beautiful thing, any beauty, the joy that we derive in perceiving it is not ephemeral, it is eternal, it is everlasting. Its loveliness increases with the passage of time. Therefore, the pleasure that we receive in perceiving an object is a gift that is worth treasuring, as the joy removes the gloom and sadness of mind. And then there are two more questions that have come in board exam. First one is, do we experience things? No, the first one is, what image does the poet use to describe the beauty of bounty of earth? That has come in board 2010. The poet uses the image of nature as an endless fountain pouring onto us from heaven. Nature is a source of endless joy. Nature has been described as a source of endless joy. That the joy that we derive from nature is an everlasting joy. Therefore, the poet uses image of nature as an endless fountain pouring onto us from heaven. Nature is a source of endless joy. The sun, the moon, the stars, the daffodils, the clear stream of water, the forest, they are a few beautiful images that make a deep impact on us. The sun, the moon, the stars, and the stream of water, the fountain, the forest are a few beautiful source of joy that they keep a permanent impact on our mind, deep impact on our mind. And the last question, what pleasure does a beautiful thing give us? Are beautiful things worth treasuring? Yes, a beautiful thing gives us an everlasting joy or pleasure. Beautiful things are worth treasuring because their memory always soothes our nerves and inspires us to overcome the depressing elements of our mind. And that is what I wanted to emphasize upon, friends. These were three questions from the poem A Thing of Beauty by John Keats, which have been asked in board exam. I am sure they will inspire you to read the text. Thank you. Have a nice day.